You are probably addicted to TikTok or other social media platforms, but today we're going to be specifically talking about why TikTok is so aggressively addictive for almost all of its users. Let's get started. TikTok is one of the fastest growing apps on the market. It's only been around for, I think, 6 years, and it has more than 1 billion users monthly and about 4 billion downloads. About 1 in every 5 Americans uses TikTok consistently. And the average user of TikTok spends about 45 minutes on the site or the app daily. All of TikTok's users combined have wasted billions of hours scrolling through videos. If you're not a user of TikTok, you might think, well, why can't you just stop? It should be as easy as put the phone down and step aside. Well, TikTok uses some pretty aggressive strategies to get you to continue scrolling. The biggest strategy that TikTok uses to keep you hooked is the For You page. I probably don't need to explain what it is, but it's basically just a feed of videos that you can click on and then continue scrolling from that point onward. When you refresh the For You page, it's basically like a slot machine. You swipe down and then it will refresh, giving you a new set of videos to look at, and it's a gamble whether you're going to be interested in them or not. Almost exactly like a slot machine. But that's not the biggest part about it. Content on TikTok is endless. You can scroll for hours and never see the same video. But another strategy TikTok uses is inside your brain. It's the fact that some videos will make you happy, which will give you a rush of dopamine to your brain. It'll make you feel good. Scary or sad videos will trigger your fight or flight, which will make your heart rate go up, make you sweat a little more, and it will scare you. But then if you continue scrolling, you'll get something happy again. This keeps your emotions bouncing back and forth, and so every time you scroll, it's a gamble, and almost exactly like a slot machine, like I said earlier, about whether you're going to get a video you will enjoy or whether you're not. Another thing about this is that TikTok videos are short, which means that you can continue scrolling and play them in rapid succession. Not only are the videos short, but the people who watch them tend to scroll very quickly. The average TikTok video is watched for only 3.3 seconds. To show you how long that is, I'm going to show you 3.3 seconds of me staring at the camera. That's how long the average TikTok video is watched. So you can sometimes get dopamine high after dopamine high, but then you'll get some cortisol to your brain and it won't feel so good and you'll be a little bit fight or flighty. This randomness with TikTok's algorithm makes it almost exactly like a slot machine. So you're gambling each time you scroll. I'm not gonna get into how gambling addiction works in this video, but basically in the brains of gamblers, they crave the nervousness and the tension of right before their outcome. So if they're playing roulette and they bet on a certain number, it's the spinning of the ball, not the winning or losing. So for TikTok users, I assume it's the same thing. You're getting a rush of a good feeling, and then when you swipe, it's a gamble whether or not you're gonna get a video that you like, and so you'll feel that anxiety to some degree and get addicted. The app preys on what's called random reinforcement, which basically is the randomness of good or bad outcomes. It's the same process that keeps users of slot machines pulling the lever time and time again. TikTok users, though, instead of looking for a match and winning a bunch of money, they're looking for the perfect video that will make them feel good for the rest of the day. But as you probably can assume, that video doesn't exist. This is what keeps TikTok users scrolling for hours upon hours. If you're watching this video and you're like, okay, this sounds like me, but I'm not experiencing any bad side effects. What's the problem here? I'm not going to make a big deal about you wasting your time. It's your time. You can decide what to do with it or not. But there are some negative side effects to TikTok addiction that we don't generally see. First of all, people who overuse TikTok are generally less mindful, so they are less aware of their surroundings and less able to focus. Most TikTok users are in their teens, and TikTok addiction will reduce their educational capacity. If you're an adult with a paying job, then it will reduce your productivity at work. Also, people who are addicted to social media generally can't find ways to cope with stress healthily. I'm not saying that all TikTok users are this way, but a lot of people experience not being able to deal with their problems, and so they find themselves either eating too much or dealing with stress in other ways. Most specifically, scrolling through TikTok. Scrolling through social media instead of dealing with your problems can lead to more stress in the long run. It also leads to higher rates of depression, a study found in participants aged 19 to 32. Also, studies have found that addiction to social media can lead to poor sleep and unhealthy eating habits. So yes, there are some huge side effects to being addicted to TikTok. It will most certainly be detrimental to you. It will take up more of your time, and you will be in general more prone to anxiety and depression. But it will also affect the population as the whole, because workplaces will be less productive, and people who are coming out of the education world in this day and age will be less educated because they are not as capable of being mindful and staying focused. So if you're looking at all these signs and you're like, okay, I want to stop this. I want to know what I can do. Well, luckily for you, there is hope. There are ways to fight back against the TikTok algorithm and against the AI that is taking control of our daily lives. First of all, stop scrolling. If you want to see videos of a specific type, for example, easy cooking hacks, then put that in the search bar, continue watching videos, but you can control what you see. If you notice that the videos that are recommended or are coming up next in your feed are skewing drastically from easy cooking hacks, then go back to the search bar and find something else that you are interested in. Don't let the algorithm take control of what you Don't let the algorithm take control of what to want. Don't let the algorithm take control of what you want to watch because it thinks it knows better. Also, try to limit the amount of time that you spend on the app. You can change this in the settings, and if you put a screen time password for TikTok on and you give the password to someone else but don't let yourself see it, then you have to go to them for them to unlock your continuation of watching TikTok videos. In this situation, you have to admit that you spent a lot of time watching TikToks, and you have to be like, hey, can I watch some more? The chances of them saying yes are pretty high since it's your time and your phone, but it's social accountability that you're worrying about here. For most people, just going and asking someone for more screen time is a big barrier. So try to cut down your screen time on TikTok. It should be fairly simple as long as you follow the instructions that I previously gave you. But also, don't go about it, okay, I want to spend 15 minutes instead of 2 hours every day. No, decrease the amount of time you use day by day by about 10 minutes so that you're not going through withdrawal symptoms and struggling with what to do. Basically, slowly decrease the limit of screen time on TikTok. Don't go about it all at once. That's all I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Now put your phone down or close your computer and find something productive to do for 20 minutes. You'll thank me later.